Yeah, drone here. What's going on, guys? We got a SNAPTAIN drone. SNAPTAIN. Recently the person from this company contacted me and said, "Hey, would you want to test some drones for us?" I said, "Well, absolutely. That's what I do." So we have this drone here. It's very reminiscent of a UDI Predator body, much smaller, obviously, or that Burry Bee drone that I was kicking around. I think the body style and even even the material this is made out of might be that kickable material. Although they did not dub it, so I'm not going to do it. I think it really is that type Duraflex material. One huge thing off the back is this camera. Yes, it is a pinhole camera. Yes, it is a Wi-Fi camera. Wah, wah, wah. Right? We're used to Wi-Fi cameras being flops. I do have an SD card in there. I have already tested it. It does write to the SD card, so that is king. But enough jabba jaw. Let's get this in the air, y'all. And we are dealing with a little bit of wind. I think this will be able to handle it. It has 3 different speed settings. It also came with landing gear that I'm not using because I like the low profile look. We're just going to set it on the camera. There is a toggle underneath. It is running off of a 3.7, I'm not sure, a milliamp an hour, probably like a 600 or 700 milliamp an hour with a lossy connection. We're just going to sit that there. We're actually going to sit it there, kind of want it as flat as possible, and we're going to go ahead and turn it on. Throttle up and throttle down. Lights go steady. That's a funny looking controller, huh? That's just an overlay that they had on it, that I left on it. That way you guys can see what everything is. Speed switch, upper bumper, accelerometer over there. Your trim buttons are down there, and there's a Game Boy pad underneath that. Same thing. Then we have 4 buttons over here. One for one key takeoff landing, then your headless mode at your 9 o'clock, then your 6 o'clock emergency stop, and 3 o'clock photo video. And then we have a power switch that's under there, which I've already pressed. You've already printed that. Why not print that on the controller? They did print the little icons that you see on the buttons, but I figured I'd leave that on there for a little lookage. Again, this is a Wi-Fi camera, so we are going to log on to the Wi-Fi. We're going to go into here. We're going to go into settings. We are already connected to it. It is SNAPTAIN S5C 3E8DF2. Then once we do that, we need to go into the app, which I've already downloaded. It is called SNAPTAIN Era. Go ahead and click there. Hopefully my screen auto rotates. It's not auto rotating, so we are going to manually rotate. If you don't know how to manually rotate your cell phone, I just did it. Simple as that. Then we need to go into function display. Once we're in function display, we can see that the camera is live now. It does look a little bit jumpy. There, it cleared up. So it was jumpy from the ground. We will do a recording. Simple recording, and I believe this has gesture mode, which we're not going to test. I'm not really interested in gesture mode. 2, 1, screen recording is happening, and we will, underneath here we can see a red and a green light. The green light is blinking, which I don't think is good. I don't think it should be blinking. We're going to, what do we, let's see, I'm going to long hold, let's see, photo video. That's starting recording. It's showing on the screen I've started recording. Okay, so blinking, green blinking steady is good. Rapid flashing green lets you know you're recording. Let's see if down and out will fire the motors. Down and out will not fire the motors. Ins will not fire the motors. And I kind of got myself, binded up here as far as going that way. So guess what? We are taking this off. Bam! So you get to see what the controller looks like. Looks just like that because I was not going to limit my controls, and we'll just get that off of there. My little foam stickies from Dollar Tree, dude. You get a whole roll of them pre-cut. Super Glue makes them, and they're really good. Bamzo, like it didn't even happen. We are going to stop our recording simply by holding what button? I think it's this upper one. No, maybe this one. So we stopped recording. It showed me on there, likes to access photos. We're going to allow to access photos. So there is the current signal something. So the current signal, I don't know what that was about. Let's go ahead and one key takeoff and landing. So right now I'm pitching backwards, which it's flying against the wind, and it's able to do so. Let's go ahead and pitch forward. The wind's kind of dragging it, so let's drop it into second speed, which is your upper left bumper. Second speed, it is going against the wind. It is doing okay. It's able to go into the wind, so that's good. There's a little look at your yaw rate and your second speed as we yaw past ourselves. And then we're going to fight against the wind one more time here. Okay, that's good. Drop it. Third speed setting. Third speed setting. Is the wind going to give it any type of issues? Nope, and we're actually losing altitude on that, which is good. What I want to do now is I want to throw it up. I want to check out this camera, which seems to, the current signal is weak. Yeah, well, the current signal is weak. Please control the aircraft and return. I don't think that's true. But let's get this near us. Let's get this near us, and I kind of want to test the, whatchamacallit, clearly the app, and here, let me do something. Let's go ahead and land. One key landing we've just pressed. I don't know why manufacturers can't get a grip on these antennas. The antenna back end should not be facing us. So we're just going to let this dangle and see if we get rid of that red screen that kept on popping up. I'm going to set that like that. Once we take off, it should be dangling. Take it off. And nope, we still get the red screen. And then there. So out there, it's not popping up as much. Toy companies really need to get on the antenna placement. It's not just this company, it's almost all companies. So we're gonna go ahead and fly back here. I want to start, I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna let it coast. I'm gonna let it sit over here for the best camera. We're going to, nope, what happened? Okay, so picture buttons over here. We are recording. Just doing a little drift back, Then we'll fly towards ourselves. Hopefully the SD card's still recording. I'm gonna go ahead and fly it up. Not too smart to do in wind. Let it coast back, let the wind take it. Hopefully I can bring it back. Yeah, man, this is proving to be a decent flyer. As we know, the Wi-Fi FPV transmission is not really great as most drones. And we'll just go ahead and let it coast back. We'll face this way. Hopefully that's recording that SD card. We can get a judge of the camera. And I will stop recording. And we will come back. So this thing's getting good range. The controller is very toyish. It's smaller than I'd like it to be, especially for this size drone. It takes 3 AAA batteries, which I really don't care about the battery preference, AAA or AA. But as you can see in my hands, it's kind of small. But again, I think it's made out of that material where it's almost like the flex type of Duraflex type material, where if I were to kick this, I think it'd be all right, because I think it's almost exact clone of the Burry Bee drone. But let's go ahead and bring this in for a little look. Bring it in for a little look. Yeah. And what I want to do is record again. I want to make sure I get something recording. We'll go ahead and fly up. Kind of just coasting out there, allowing the wind to take it. We're going to fly it back. So it's hitting 100 meters easy. It's definitely hitting 100 meters. The controls aren't getting sticky whatsoever. I want to go ahead and go up. We'll look this way. We'll look at the town. We'll look at the town. So the wind's kind of stopped. It's kind of sitting there. Then the wind's going to grab it. And hopefully we can bring it back. It's up there, it's out there, and we still have control of it. That's great. And I mean, the controls aren't sticky at all. A lot of toy grades, you get up that high, and you better bank that your controls are going to get sticky. And like I said, a very toyish controller, but clearly there isn't an issue as far as the controllability goes. I forgot this was altitude hold, so I wasn't holding down on the left stick, so we weren't coming down. We were just kind of flying forward. And as I can see, we are getting a lot of jello flying into this wind. That's almost to be expected. taking a while to come down, taking a while to come down. And go ahead and fly with the wind. Yeah, super drone. It's the speed that it picks up. And I am holding down on the left stick. It is taking considerable time to come down. What I want to do is I'm going to bring it over here and then I'm going to stop the recording. Bring it over here and stop the recording. Meow. I lied. So we are going to stop recording. And again, that wind's pretty heavy. I'm gonna say it's probably like a 10 to 12 mile an hour wind that this super toy is able to fly into. Third speed setting, we are losing altitude as I noticed before. And we'll buzz past. Meow. Do not, I mean, I'm going to juncture to say accurately that is not going to be the speed that you're going to get. That's probably a little bit faster because we have a tailwind on it. There's a little look at some funnelage for you guys. I do have blinkies. I got blinky, 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 and it's coming down. So that's perfect. I've been on point with LVCs, bringing it in and looking at LVCs. Guys, I'm J-Drone, and this was a SNAPTAIN drone. I have one more in-house. It's like a Whoop style one that we'll definitely be checking out. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'm not sure about a link. I'll try to find a link for this. Because again, they proposed me and said, hey, will you test this? So I said, I'd be glad to test it. It is. It is the same Bury... Here. I hate to do it. Because they've not dubbed it this. No, not in water. Yeah, so I've just kicked it, okay? It is. It's the same exact... It's the same exact profile as the Bury Bee drone and even the material. I'm going to go ahead and turn this off because there should be enough battery in it to restart. And I think I'm going to kick it one more time here. The people who sent me this are probably like, what are you doing? Don't kick our drone. But guys, I promise you, I know a little bit about this. This, I can press on your drone. The drone is flex, like it is. It's a Duraflex material. I don't want to kick the camera because the camera is definitely not that Duraflex material. I'm trying to judge where I can kick this. We are going to, we're going to kick it that way. There's a guy over there looking at me probably thinking, why is he talking to himself? But let's go ahead and give it a kick. Bam. Yeah, and it even bounced. Did you see the bounce? So, durability. We know this is durable. I'm going to try to fly it again. And I will check the props too. Let's see these props. Okay, so the props, they're not as good, or they're not as bendable as a Bury Bee because of the shape, how heavy pitched they were. If they were straight across, I believe they'd be all right. But even, you can look at the flex. Look at the flex. And bam, back to itself. So this is going to be a very durable drone. If that camera is any good, that'd be great. We're going to go ahead and turn this on again. And we are going to turn our controller on. Throttle up and down. We're going to go ahead and take off. It's not broken. It's landing immediately. Low LVC. Yeah. I would like to put it up just for a little bit longer. Just for a little bit longer. I'm going to try to reset one more time, guys. I'm going to put in third speed setting because maybe that was the wind grabbing it. But then again, it's probably on extremely low LVC here. This is a good way to heavily drain your battery. So we're going to turn it on again. Turn it on again. And turn this on again. Throttle up and down. And why don't we stop our screen recording that we've not been doing anything with the app the entire time. Third and up. So it won't. The battery's just too dead. But as you can see, after kicking it, the body is solid all the way around. Just a slight little bit of bowing right there. If I want to be really picky, but that might have been like that. I don't think that was from the kickaroo. We have all our screws. Nothing's cracked. Nothing's broken. Yes. I don't know price point on this either, guys. I really don't know price point on this. Again, this was sent to me. They asked me to review this. I was happy to review it. I'm happy to have another kicker, another kickable drone in my arsenal. But yeah, this back where it's like almost tiered down, and the body, it's the Bury Bee drone. This is the Bury Bee drone's body through and through. Although one thing they've done right is the SD card in the Wi-Fi camera. I wish all drone companies, get with it. Put an SD card in your cameras. I don't care if it's Wi-Fi or 5.8 gigahertz. All right, guys, I'm J-Drone. If you haven't subscribed, do me a favor, smash the subscribe button. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, down below.